everybody. Welcome to the MerlinCast. It's Merlin here. I got a pretty big crew with me tonight. We'll go this way. Got Troll joining us again. Once more. It's been a while. Xevrix, of course, over here. Want to say hi? Very slowly. We got Nick over here. He's checking his phone. Some new magic deals. He's very excited.
Yeah. $2 red, okay? $2 red. Posted in the chat for everyone.
$2 red.
That's what it's called, but
it's $10 now.
It's now up to $10. Yes.
It's up to $10, so work fast.
$10. It was $2 this morning.
At this point, $2. It's going
this
quick.
morning.
Yeah.
Well, people are making it better, but still trying to get the cost.
No. People posted a video on it. That's what happened.
Okay.
And now they're like, oh, more people know.
Yeah.
And got Tiefling over here. So he's doing his classic intro. But yeah, we got actually a bunch of topics we kind of decided we're going to talk about tonight, so it's not going to be as much of a surprise for him, but it's some good stuff. I'm actually going to start with Troll, because he said he had a lot of stuff ready, so I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I was thinking about a few things. I've been keeping track of the newest season of Doctor Who. I believe I'm on track right now. At most, I'm like one episode off.
Okay.
It's a little annoying to try to keep track of it though now, because for some reason none of like the Comcast channels I have are showing it. If they do, they're not recording for some reason. So I have been watching it from the BBC America's actual site.
Okay.
Which is annoying. I hope it's not done. I hope TV is not doing that. TV channels aren't doing that on purpose, because there's always enough of a reason not to watch TV.
That is true. I did notice they were showing it up on BBC, and if you don't get that window, it's gone. Because I actually saw the first episode of the new season, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
You know.
I like it. It's alright. The last two seasons weren't that great, mostly because of Clara.
Okay.
Now, note it's not just the actress's fault, because if you know anything about Clara from Doctor Who, there was a bunch of different versions for the one that was going on along the shows.
They picked the worst version.
It's the worst version, and she gets worse as the show goes on.
She was pretty annoying.
Blame Moffat.
She was pretty bad,
You
but
can't just blame Moffat for everything.
He's one guy.
Yeah.
But the new one's pretty interesting. I like the new girl for the most part. They're doing some interesting stuff. I kind of disagree with how. Did you see the one about playing the evil killer emoji speaking robots?
I wanted to see that one.
I thought that was going to be really stupid.
Was it Happy? Was that what it was called?
Maybe, or Smile or something.
Smile.
But I watched that one, and for the most part I liked it, except for the ending. I felt it was a bit of a cop.
Spoilers? What was the ending?
I haven't watched it yet.
Spoilers.
Cover your ears.
Spoilers.
Thank you.
I stopped watching Who after they took it.
Now we're going to go into spoilers for Doctor Who season whatever episode 2.
We need to give them a chance to skip.
You're right. Okay, 5. Okay. Well, now they know. Go ahead.
Okay, so at the end of Smiles, there's going to be this big war between the humans who just woke up from their ship and the Smile robots are actually just like a hub for like this nanite swarm that the entire building is actually made of. But they can also like kill you and shit.
Okay.
So it's going to be a war between these two factions, as the Smile robots had wiped out all the humans that were awake and setting shit up, because they were depressed because the one lady died, and so there's grief, and they didn't like that, so they're just like, well, we gotta make them happy, we gotta eliminate grief, and so eventually robots killed them.
Yeah.
So they're about to come the fight. Doctor realizes, oh my god, you guys are this is not just malfunctioning machinery, it's actually a new sentient life form. So he tries to make peace between the two of them. I'm like, I don't see how this is going to work. So what he does is he wipes the memory of the robots, but keeps their sentience intact somehow, but wipes their memory so they don't know everything that they did. So like, well, now you guys get along. It's like, this is now their home planet, you guys gotta like work together to live now, because they're like the civilization, because they're like the settlement. Settlement's literally made out of these things. And you're like, so you gotta work together. That's such a giant compound.
I guess it works if you think of it like Amnesia, but it's a computer.
Like, what happens if someone's sad again? Like, they had to wipe them out because they were so sad over that woman's death that they couldn't handle it. Like,
look,
how's that going to not happen again? But
your programming doesn't just forget genocide.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a bit of a cop-out. The rest of the episode was pretty good, though. Trying to think of the other episodes I saw. The other episodes I saw were pretty good. There's one that takes place in like Victorian London because of course.
Have to do
Why
that.
not? Yeah.
Another creepy one in space that had to deal with like oxygen depression and shit. But one of the things that's like continuing through the thing is that there's a vault that Doctor's supposed to protect on Earth, and he's not supposed to go out and do adventures anymore. He's got to protect this vault. And it's obviously the Master in the vault. Like, it's so obviously the Master in the vault. Like, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen an episode really open the vault before. But here, there's someone in there. He's talking to them.
Is he tapping?
Huh?
Is he
Is
tapping?
it drumbeat?
Yes, they knocked at one point. No, they got rid of that the last incarnation.
Thank you.
The Missy doesn't do that. Missy has other annoying shit that she does, but that's
Like
fine.
being
She's
Missy?
she's better than the last one.
Better than this.
But
always
it's
the best,
so.
By the way,
But
the
it's
last 3 masters have been shit.
Yeah, I know.
the one before he became the one.
Dude was alright.
Yeah, the old dude. Yeah,
Became evil skeleton.
I don't really count him
because he was only the master for. He was only the master for like one
5
scene.
minutes.
Yeah.
He was only the master for
He was
5
good,
minutes.
though.
And he was
an evil
really
old guy.
good. And then it went to the...
Sick elephant.
They
I
went
don't
to
think
Jackass.
Saxon was that bad. When he
Saxon
came back,
was-
he
Saxon
was
was-
fucking terrible.
Saxon was bad to begin
I
with.
didn't
man.
know the
He was just
master
annoying
gained
at that
so
point.
many superpowers.
Yeah, I know.
He became skeleton.
I came back wrong, so now I'm dying, so now I turn into
Fly and
skeleton,
shoot fire.
shoot lightning and shit.
So wait, then did the
It was
doctor
ridiculous,
not
yeah.
kill Missy? Did he just transport her into this fucking pyramid they keep setting up?
I don't care.
No, last time you saw
Fuck, dude.
No, last
Doctor, you gotta care.
No, I don't.
the last time you saw Missy, she was surrounded by Daleks. They were about to kill her. She sounded like, I was like, I have an idea. And that's the last thing you saw her.
Yeah.
And now she's obviously in the vault because he's talked to them before, talking about like, hey, I'm stuck here too. You want to just hang out? I got a story about a bunch of like of a house that eats like college students. He gave her like a piano and shit. It's like it's got to be the master. And I think even like one of the trailers for the show, they show like the master, the Missy and.
They've already released that she's coming back.
Yeah, they had a recent trailer. Even I saw that they're bringing the master back, and I was like, okay, well, that's
They're bringing
coming
both
out.
masters back, actually.
What?
And they're calling it both masters. Like, there's only been 2.
There's
There's only been 2 in the series. That's forgivable because every other person who's played Master is like dead or like not.
You could bring
involved in
back the
show.
fucking lagoon thing.
I really like the
You
old
can
masters.
you can bring back the space.
Eric Roberts.
Actually,
sperm.
Eric Roberts is still alive doing stuff. Evil sperm.
Eric Roberts would do it, but but BBC wouldn't have him do it.
You know what? I'm gonna say it here. Okay, this is probably a very unpopular opinion. Eric Roberts is my favorite version of the Master. You know why?
Because he's space
He was
sperm.
so over the top.
He was over the top.
He
He
had
was
the glowing
fucking
eyes, fangs. He's got the big badass
Yeah.
cape like a Superman. It's like, I mean,
Dude,
it's like that's
Eric
classic.
Roberts was going big or going home.
Yeah, he's like, fuck it, I'm the Master. I'm
I
doing
know,
this.
that was good.
It was memorable.
I like him better than the Saxon version. I guess that's what we're calling it. But yeah.
Yeah, the flying Skeletor magic dude, but
Before he was flying Skeletor Magic Dude, he had
Wasn't that
a
science guy?
laser screwdriver. Good.
But some of those episodes had weird, kooky episodes. Like episode about a house that ate people. It's fucking cool.
yeah.
At least it sounds like they're coming back to form.
Yeah, they really are. Unfortunately, this is 12th last season.
I know people want me to be upset about that, but I still feel very.
I thought he was really good.
I don't think he's a bad actor.
Yeah.
I just.
He had bad episodes.
That's
It
because,
sucks because he's doing so well now.
That's
Yeah.
because
Like-
11 was your favorite.
No, I don't. I mean,
No,
I don't think that's why I don't like him.
No, that's why he doesn't like
Well,
him.
yeah, it's because that's what Jesse does.
Well, personally, I didn't feel like I watched enough with interest to get attached to him.
Oh,
I watched the early stuff and I just...
I watched the first 2 episodes and said, I'm gonna wait this out, and I've just been listening to news to see if anything interesting.
Yeah, I didn't hear
happened.
anything good. This is
I clicked in when Missy showed up.
Yeah.
I clicked in like.
Well, it's-
The new
really
season
like
is
it.
actually good.
It's
And
like-
here's the thing: a lot of all the Clara seasons weren't that good, but he was good in
Yeah.
them.
Alex,
Yeah.
can you tell me why they needed their own Superman?
I haven't seen that episode. I think that's this weird special.
I
I
think
don't
it's the
plan-
Christmas special.
It's the Christmas special.
All Christmas
It's
specials
bad.
are bad.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah, all of them
All
are.
of them are kind of bad. Like Runaway Bar is my favorite, and it's kind of enjoyable. The Christmas Carol one, it's kind of schmaltzy.
Yeah.
That's fine, but they're all fucking bad. The
Oh,
worst.
Fucking Matt's last Christmas special.
Oh my god, that was so bad.
That was like the worst. That was the worst episode in Eleven's run.
Dear God, you end your fucking run on this really dark thing that's been like gloomed over for the entire season on this shitty fucking Christmas episode.
I know.
Where the Doctor regenerates so hard he destroys a fucking like Dalek fleet with his air. And you're like, this is the dumbest fucking thing you can come up with.
Entertaining for all the wrong reasons.
Sure. Yeah,
His monologue was pretty good.
No, it wasn't.
No. His monologue was Tenet-esque.
No, not even that.
I don't want to go.
That was Tenet.
You know what he
Ted was
didn't
bad.
do though?
No,
He didn't chop
he's
off
still
his
one of
arm
my favorite
like the
doctors,
second
though.
It took place in a town called Christmas.
Yeah.
Where no one could lie.
Well,
No one could laugh, no one could love.
it's that English sensibility, man.
It's so
That episode was
bad.
fucking terrible.
I mean, it was fun.
So,
It's up there with the Titanic one. Titanic one was pretty fucking bad.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen Doctor Who since the beginning of season 7, like the first 10 minutes of it, and then Netflix.
That means nothing to me. Which season are you talking about?
The beginning of Capaldi's run,
Oh.
and then Netflix took all of Doctor Who off of Netflix.
That was
the
true.
BBC took all of Doctor Who.
Yeah,
off
it's
of
good. It's a
Netflix.
lot harder to watch Doctor Who, too.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
such a pain.
And I don't feel like paying $120 to
Paying
buy
for
a season.
I don't feel like paying for TV.
I read
So,
cable,
like-
so...
Yeah, cable can go fuck itself.
So you want to know a fun fact?
Well,
go ahead,
If you
Gimli.
live in England and you own a TV, you still have to pay BBC. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Really?
Why?
Just
But wouldn't that be your local channel?
Well, it's
No.
and also it's BBC's literally funded via government money.
yeah, like it doesn't matter if you don't plan on watching TV. Like if you buy a TV, you have to.
Well, you know what?
Like,
Fuck that.
Like
If you
play all
own
my
a TV,
video
you need to
games.
pay the BBC.
Hey,
Yeah.
they all
And even if
they also get government subsidized healthcare. So you know.
What? You have to fucking register your TV to the government?
I don't know how it works.
I mean,
but
maybe what do you
it's
want?
like even if you're
I'll play
going
all
to
my
just
fucking video games on a computer monitor. Fuck that shit.
like
I'll take the free healthcare.
Look,
so like
all you gotta do is hook up your Xbox Connect and masturbate into the camera until Microsoft decides to stop looking at you.
so
Sounds like a
Will be
lot of
never,
work. I'm not gonna lie.
never will be the time.
so if anybody's watching and from England, can you verify this?
Please, do you have to register your TV to the government?
Is that just a rumor?
To BBC.
That's
It's
a
gonna be a real
rumor,
bitch.
It seems real, though, to me.
It's gonna be a real bitch.
It could be. It's
an old rule.
Figuring out when fuck Orphan Black comes back.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be ridiculous.
Because I love that show. And I want to keep watching it.
What is
Though,
Orphan
as much as BBC apparently doesn't want me to.
What is Orphan Black?
Yes, what is Orphan Black?
That's definitely
Orphan
a
Black is a hard science fiction show. And this is how it starts. I can tell you what it's about, but it's better just kind of give you like the first scene. This woman goes to subway or just train
I
station.
think it's a subway station.
Subway station, and then she sees a woman who looks exactly like her. And then the woman who she sees looks exactly like her commits suicide. Now the first woman's a bit of a shady Kirkley, so she takes her stuff. And that leads her into running into more people who look exactly like her. That's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Watch it. That's good.
It's good show.
very,
Very good show.
very fucking good.
It
Like
kind
even,
of sounds like the Council of Reeds.
even the last season, at the beginning of the last season, like I don't know, for some reason I'm not really getting into it. They're like 3 episodes. I think like 3 episodes in, something major happens. Like oh my god, I'm just there.
Yeah, it did hook you.
What the fuck are you doing, Tanner?
What is Tanner doing? Please elaborate to the audience what Dapper the Sly is doing.
I don't think he knows where we're having this right now. I think he's at
Yeah.
James's house.
Why would you be?
Why is he at Jaws'
Yeah,
house?
Why have we never done this at Jaws?
We've never done this at Josh.
You fucking idiot!
What is he talking
I'm
about?
tired of your shit.
I'm letting him know that. You fucking...
Well, good, because my phone's at 4%, so it's gonna die during this
Alright.
recording.
Anyway,
I don't
Any
have
more
service
topics?
down here.
We and Jones.
you know,
Come back to me, man.
yeah, it's fine. We got to move on. That was a lot of Doctor Who. All right, Will, you got anything for me? I know what we can talk about if you want, but
Do you want to do Super or should I?
well, I got Star Trek.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll do Super.
You gonna do Super?
I'll do Super.
Okay, so the last episode of Samurai Jack.
Spoilers.
Spoilers, cover your ears.
You just named this
Put the
episode
spoilers. Put the spoiler tag.
There was still a lot of spoilers in the last one too.
Put
Yeah,
the
just say-
second spoiler
Put
tag.
the spoiler tag at the beginning of the video, skip to the end. That was a great podcast, everybody. Have a nice night.
Yeah, you're gonna spoil us for sure. This episode ain't no episodes
There-
are both
This is what I
fun.
texted Tanner.
We at Joe's what? He yos pussy.
Here, show it.
What? Our buddy Tanner's late.
What the
He went
We
to
at
a little,
Josie's what? Yos Pleasurex.
I don't know what.
I don't even know what that last word was.
Yo,
Oh, dude, it's good.
Jay. Oh,
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So-
good. It's good.
Jack.
Jack. It's finally over.
It's been over. Yeah.
One of the greatest shows.
I can
in
tell you what the
history.
true ending is, good sir. Look, Rick shows up from a universe where Jack died with that. So you get where I'm going?
Shut the fuck up. No, it's Professor Utonium.
Oh, God. Alright.
It's not the Professor Utonium ending. It's the Rick loves love ending.
We don't know if the fucking time, if he's still fucking affected by the time portal.
To be
Well, we
honest,
still really don't.
he could. He
He could still be. He could be living up to the point of civilization.
I always assumed Professor Utonium was more of a descendant or reincarnation.
But what if the Powerpuff Girls were like, okay, now I got to handle what this science thing is. Let me bring her back. What are these three small children doing?
So
no.
she's Chemical
So-
X?
Yes.
How did you guys feel about the other?
Aku is Chemical X,
I
and that's
don't know,
what
I
gives
watched
them
it yet.
superpowers.
No, Aku's
Actually, that
gone.
makes a lot of sense.
No, Aku is gone, my good sir.
Aku is gone.
Aku is Chemical
Nick,
X.
do you want to step outside for a bit?
No, that's fine. It's whatever. I don't care.
Actually, we'll keep it relatively vague.
No,
Relative.
we got-
This is
guys
not
know.
something you'd see.
No, we can't. We can't.
All right. Well, look.
That's fine, I don't care.
I wanted to ask you, like, how do you guys feel about the way it resolved? Because I saw that coming with her dying.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know it's supposed to be kind of uplifting. I thought it was just sad, to be honest.
It was really
There
sad.
was no. There was,
bittersweet at
there,
times, but,
it's bittersweet, but there was no reason for a series that everybody knew this was the last episode. Everyone was like, okay, what are we going to send everybody off with? I think that it would have been better to do a fully sweet rather than bitter. Like,
I didn't.
Here's the thing.
It couldn't have been. It would have felt like a cop out. Tell me right now, it wouldn't have felt like a cop out.
It wouldn't have.
Everything would have come full circle.
And true.
because it's a cop out because I want Jack to be happy.
He is happy.
No, here's
No.
He's content.
He's
with
content.
things.
Content.
Here's what I think is a cop out. I don't think he should have gone back to the past. I know it's in the opening theme song. I know it's what the entire thing is built around. But that ending where all the people he's met through that timeline come together and help him defeat Aku, and they've set up there's no more time portals.
They're all dead.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been, well, they've never
They
existed
never.
apparently.
Well, that's true.
But it would have been so much better if Jack, or at the very least, Jack had beat Aku there first before going back in time and defeating him, because then that timeline is also okay.
Yeah.
I actually agree with you on that.
But going back in time and taking him on, like, there was no real good fight with Aku in this show. Like, the rest of
the season 4 fight with Aku, even though it was a cliffhanger, was a much better fight.
Jack
yeah,
is that
like
cool,
this, like the rest of the season, I really love. I'll have fun with the
Everything
rest of
up
the season.
until the last episode was ridiculously fantastic.
Well, that's
Now, I thought it was it really caught me off guard when he's like, you have all the powers of Aku, and then instantly she's like, you're right, and she just opens time portal. I'm like,
That was
I didn't see that coming. I'll admit to that one, but I'm like, you just had like the Scotsman, old Scotsman's daughters, Ghost Scotsman being awesome. You had like every fucking one from the Spartans to like the woolly dudes.
Everybody.
The monkeys, the fucking monkeys show up.
I do not
It
like
was
that they
awesome.
held on to the Scotsman's ghost for so long.
He's the Scotsman. He's the other man. He's his bro.
Sidekick,
He's
kinda,
his,
yeah.
Best friend.
He's
He
his-
offered
he's his
him
best
any
friend.
one of his daughters to marry, and then got offended when Jack said no, thank you.
until he said, "Well, I've met
met
someone."
someone.
Oh, good job, man. Yeah.
Who was it?
No, I have to
she's
agree.
not your type.
I don't think she's your type, lad. But Scott, his daughters rode like elks on it like a thing. Is he like that was one of the most awesome things ever? It was like one of the greatest
I
moments
like
ever,
how
and
he
it
didn't
never
have to. He
happened.
didn't have to kill her. I thought that's what they were going to do.
I knew
I
that.
thought that's.
I knew that's not what was going to happen. Just because as soon as he gives up the sword at the end, okay, so he's not going to do that.
That would have been okay if he killed her, but
I wish he
really
would have gone
fucking
back.
depressing.
I wish he didn't go back in time.
Honestly, one of the things I thought that was kind of impressive about the ending actually was the whole theme it was trying to kind of suggest with the whole ladybug incarnation thing, because it's like, even though Aku was evil, there were still good things that resulted from his timeline. And in a way, by changing everything, yeah, he saved all the people in his timeline, but like you said,
Now he doesn't know if there's greater evil.
now who knows all the people whose lives may have been improved in some way at that point, all for naught.
It's just
He
everything
should have defeated him. He should have beaten him
And
first,
in
and then it should have been like, so that means it's over. And they're like, no, your timeline's still fucked up. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Then he makes the sacrifice, the knowledge of what now to save my timeline.
Yeah, I don't think she should have went back in time with him. I think that, she should have defeated Aku there. He's like, no, I have the power to send you back.
You know, a part of me thinks that he wouldn't have been able to defeat Aku in the future.
No, I disagree.
With everybody
Every
there,
time he's fought Aku with the sword, he's kicked his ass. So,
every single time
But
Samurai
then
Jack has
50
gone
years have gone by. Where
So he hasn't
the
been
only,
changed.
the only reason that Aku was leaving him alone
was because he thought he lost the fucking sword.
No, it was because
No,
he thought he had the sword.
He didn't
If
want
he
to
knew
deal
that he
with it.
lost the sword, he would have been on the run from Aku attacking him for those 50 years.
Yeah.
Just didn't want to deal with it.
Anytime that Jack has his fucking sword, he wins.
It's true.
Yeah. That was terrible. Oh, by the way, the funniest scene for me is when he proves worthy of the sword again. You see fucking Ra, like Odin and Vishnu. He's like, you are worthy. Ivy's, ah! And then Bambi's. It's like being worthy apparently hurts like a motherfucker.
Absolutely.
You gotta go through the transformation.
Oh,
You are worthy. The quickening.
Yeah.
It always comes back to the quickening.
It always means the quick hitting.
That's probably because the quickening was so badass.
It was. It really was.
It's the quickening! It's just like,
Fuck that
what?
series.
What
You don't like
happened?
Highlander?
Oh, I love Highlander. I hate every other movie after it.
Okay, that's
Someone answer me
What
this
movie?
question. What happened to the
Yes,
what I'm
what
saying.
movies? What movies?
Hey, that anime was okay.
The
No.
anime? No.
I love the TV show too. I'm
What
sorry.
happened
I love TV show.
to the blue guy?
He got killed by Aku.
Did he?
It's got a move.
He
Scaramucci, he got
No,
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 the blue
that's-
guy. He was
The blue guy who beat the shit out of Jack and was like, "You're not ready to go through this portal yet."
Yeah, the one episode that you see Jack go back there, because I was wondering if they would establish it, then they see Jack go back there, and the portal's destroyed, and he sees his broken glasses on the ground.
Oh,
That guy died.
That's right.
That guy got killed by Aku.
That's true.
Like, the show was very dark and bleak. I knew as soon as he defeated Aku back in time, like, there's no way she's going to be able to stay around.
I was like, wait.
So you guys
They just killed Aku in the past. That means everyone's dead. She's going to die.
So you guys
Or
think
just
it,
Well, she's going to disappear because she never existed.
so
Yeah.
you guys think it should have been a lighter ending?
I personally
No.
would have enjoyed a later ending.
Because I thought it would fit with the
No.
tone of the show. It was Samurai
Yeah.
Jack was always kind of bleaking for a
I-
good show.
I-
They made it bleaker.
It's not that I don't enjoy the ending. It's that I personally would have preferred, because they just got it back, and it's like it would have been more of like a happier send off for the fans.
I just would have preferred that, like, he finished things in that time.
Okay.
Before he left.
Personally,
I feel like they should have went with the future Trunks route of
the
correcting
different
time.
timelines.
God
Yeah.
coming to destroy your entire universe.
Get the fuck out.
But I think that it was overall very well done.
Yeah.
But I honestly felt that towards the end they kind of started to drop really heavy plot stuff towards the end, so it felt kind of rushed. The whole
I feel
felt
like
rushed.
they should
I love how
have given them an hour
long fight with the
episode.
coup. I wanted a good
Yeah,
fight.
they didn't really have a good fight. I do love how, like, the episode before, they were, like, leaning in on the fact that they're on Delson, where they just have Ashi naked and, like, and fighting and
All the
shit.
blood and
And
guts.
fucking Jack, out of nowhere, being bashful for, like, the first time ever about shit like that.
It's like, oh, you have no clothing. I'm sorry.
Well, he's never experienced feelings like that before, ever.
Yeah.
Phil Lamar is his name, right?
Yeah, Phil Lamar.
Phil Lamar. Phil Lamar, you're fucking awesome.
Yeah, he is.
But
And he
voices both Jon Stewart and Aquaman in the new Injustice 2 game.
but
he's always been Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
I'll say we can move on from Jack was good. Nick, did you have anything you want to talk about? Or do you want to stick with what we were talking about before?
Oh god.
Because I remember we were thinking
The other thing I have really to talk about is magic. That like
Okay.
that's none of you guys know anything about magic.
No.
None of you.
Talk to a
one
wall.
other thing other than
Did
magic.
you-
I know, but that's the only thing we've been doing
Did-
all week is just playing way too much magic.
Did you want to talk about how to fix episode 1? Star Wars?
Oh yeah, we can talk about how to fix episode 1 of Star
What were
Wars.
some ideas? Because we were talking about that off air for a
Well,
little bit.
number one, just cut Qui-Gon to a support character.
If the movie had focused more around Obi-Wan Kenobi, I feel like it would have felt
Yeah,
more
yeah.
centered.
If it was Obi-Wan Kenobi in charge of getting Anakin on Tatooine and not
Don't
freaking,
kill Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all and all.
They should have shown Darth Maul survive.
But in all the previous ones,
then brought him and then brought his plot on to episode 2, and then in episode 3, instead of General Grievous, it should have been a climactic battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Maul.
Yeah, and also in before episode 1, you've only ever heard of Obi-Wan, maybe Yoda, training Anakin.
There's this other guy.
Now there's this other guy.
Yeah.
And he dies at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
he
like, why the
doesn't-
fuck are you there, man?
Exactly.
And he sucks, apparently. He sucks at, like, fighting, he sucks at teaching, he sucks at everything he does. Like, there's an old joke that either he's this really amazing Sith Lord who gave his life to alter the universe to his will, or he's just a really shitty Jedi.
You know, it sucks.
I like the Sith Lord because if he isn't that, then he's like the worst Jedi in existence.
Is he the Phantom Menace? Who is the Phantom Menace? It certainly isn't Darth Maul.
Palpatine.
Palpatine isn't the
He's
Phantom Menace.
Yeah, because
Plus, he was
the
phantoming in the background, like, controlling everything. Palpatine.
Well, personally, I don't
like the movie, but I can tell you that much.
I don't know, dude. It wasn't.
Personally, I mean, I always liked the Qui-Gon character. I think he's one of the best things
I
about
think he's
episode 1.
I think he is a really good
He's a good
character. It's
character.
just like
It's just
He's used poorly.
the focus being
it's like
on
Jar Jar
him
Binks. He's
makes
a
you
good character, but played
What?
poorly.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry.
The general idea of like a
I will
like,
agree
like
with
with
Nick on that.
like with the Phantom Edit, they turned him into not a jackass and made him like
A wise
because the idea of like this alien dude and like her like connecting these aliens to like help defend the planet was decent, and the Gungans are a badly designed race. They just made him a fucking dipshit.
Yeah.
if he wasn't stupid and was actually like a legitimate
Sith Lord?
I was gonna go with the word being, but now you said Sith Lord, we can't be friends anymore.
Stop trying to make every fucking character a Sith Lord in fucking Star Wars, people.
Like the
Jar
Gungan
Jar
in
Binks
our
is
Star
definitely a
Wars
Sith
game.
Lord, guys.
He's not a Sith Lord.
Nah, he's a fucking great character.
He's just a cool guy with amnesia.
It's a good character.
We're in a Star Wars
Wrong
RPG
way.
that happens every Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
we have-
Okay.
It's at my house.
We found a Gungan in a stasis pod, and he has a metal plate in the back of his head. He he hardly remembers
What do you want?
anything. Is that Tanner?
It's not at my house. It's at Joe's
It's at Joe's house. I'm sorry.
It's at Joe's house.
I said Joe's house.
You
Like,
said Josie's. Did he hang up?
Yes. He's gonna show up and the thing's gonna be over.
You're about 30 minutes.
All right, well,
God damn it.
I wouldn't mind I've literally considered playing like a Gungan Jedi before, like one of the
The Gungan race is
unheard of.
interesting.
Gungan race
it's
is
just
interesting.
the fact
It's
that
good.
Jar Jar was an idiot.
It's just the fact they're
Yeah.
spokespersons, they like their figurehead spokesperson. It's kind of shit. It's kind of it's kind of like if the lead Wookiee was not likable, like
Not
if Chewbacca was like this
lame.
What was
jet,
a joke?
jet-
It's just a joke.
if he was just a joke, then no one would think Wookiees are
Yeah.
awesome. But they,
You guys
but
know
he
what
was
happened to
awesome,
Jar
so
Jar
everyone's like,
after
"Oh,
everything?"
Wookiees are awesome."
He died in the
No,
deserts
he
of
lives on the
Jakku.
Senate.
He lives on.
He was part of the Senate.
No.
In a deleted scene in episode 7 that
After-
has been confirmed, his corpse was supposed to show up on fucking
That's,
Jakku.
that's a deleted scene. It's not canon.
But you know what actually
Yeah.
happened? He ended up becoming a clown on Naboo. His parents just owned the fuck out of him.
He was already still banned from the Gungan city.
Yeah.
I think when he became the ambassador to the people of Naboo and then became a senator, that did not
Boss
fall
Nass
in.
I still think Boss Nass was still like,
Boss
you
Nass was.
still can't enter, but I like you.
He is a clown on the
What did he get? Did they say what he did to get kicked out?
blow up?
Doing stupid stuff.
No, they never said it.
They never
said
go back to
bad
Naboo
things.
after the first one.
No, they never do. They never
They talk
explain
about it. They're
anything.
like, I remember how it was back
yeah,
on Naboo.
it doesn't mean
Here's
anything.
another thing that like it's not technically something wrong.
No, wait. Yes, they did.
Yeah,
Episode
a
2,
couple
they went back.
times.
That's where all the romance scenes are.
Along with the death.
Well, that goes fucking nowhere. So yeah.
Thanks for bringing
Along with the
cancer
funeral.
back into my life.
And the funeral.
But the
Funeral's on the
but episode back to episode 1. This isn't really a problem with the movie as much as marketing. How fucking awesome would it have been had you not known about Darth Maul's second lightsaber blade until you saw it in the movie? Because the first time he attacks, he only uses one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been good
How
marketing.
fucking amazing! Everyone's jaw would fucking drop. It's like out of nowhere, shing or like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I still in part of like I still think Jar Jar is supposed to be a Sith Lord. I still do. Like, I mean,
Are you being serious right now?
yeah.
Look,
I'm
if
serious.
There is
Like,
no okay.
Look, if Jar Jar's a Sith Lord, Mace Windu is Snoke.
There is
And I hate that.
there is no
Could be.
way
Shut the
that
fuck
George
up,
Lucas.
He could be.
No.
I know.
There's no way that George Lucas thought about that.
Okay, yeah, okay. The prequels are in no way subtle. There is nothing subtle about the prequel.
really
Nothing can be
No.
done. Nothing that could be done subtly is done subtly in the prequel. So I refuse to believe that one goddamn thing is the exception. They have R2D2 flying
Yeah, that's
in the
true.
fucking prequels. Motherfucker never flew ever before.
R2D2 flew in the
R2D2,
Yeah.
everything that R2D2 has ever been shown since the prequels came out, he can fly.
Yeah.
Wait, you
The
mean
only
like
time that
flying
R2D2
the
doesn't...
ship?
No,
Or-
as in like he can fly around.
He has little rockets in his
Little
legs.
thrusters on his.
He can fly in
in
everything
space.
except for the original.
I thought that was
And
only
the
a,
new
I
trilogy.
thought that was
He
only a thing
hasn't
that
flown
happened
yet.
in the Lego
Yeah,
He
games.
hasn't been in the movie long enough to fly.
One scene.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm R2.
Let's hope they go.
Hey, in the one scene, they're like, yeah, he could always fly. They make him fly from the
Hey, I'm
original.
hanging out. Hey, BB-8. Oh, yeah, this is my
So
voice.
fucking bad.
The only thing I can think to make it work is like his legs got busted, so they had to find new legs for him, and
The legs
they
are
don't have
thrusters.
thrusters.
R2D2 is probably twice as old as the universe itself. Like him and the Falcon, Falcon have been around forever.
His
Yeah.
rockets don't work anymore.
And he's
Yeah,
and I do kind of love that he's never reprogrammed. Like he knows everything.
He knows
So here's
everything.
the thing, is that originally Anakin was the one that was stopping him from being reprogrammed. And then people just thought that he had been reprogrammed.
Yeah.
And he's just smart now because he knows. He understands about. He knows about reprogramming. He knows the schedule for that.
He has become sentient.
He knows everything.
If he's not sentient at this point,
Yeah. You're right.
And just think if Luke just asked him, just tell me what happened, like
tell me what happened to my
before
father.
I met you.
Tell me who my father was, and then he could just like fucking date up here. Here's who Anakin Skywalker is.
Like,
Just do the whole story in Morse code. The whole first 3 episodes.
It pops up the first 3 episodes, but in like the floating text, like why is it like
In
receding
binary.
away? But it's like it's like a binary like reading, but like the floating
That is
text.
a fan theory that the prequels are actually just R2D2 telling Luke about what happened beforehand. Thus, he's
that's all
so
wrong.
awesome in all of it. And C-3PO is a dipshit, and like a lot of shit doesn't make sense because he has to make a lot of shit up because he's not fucking everyone. Oh yeah, it was totally like on the outside of that Imperial ship, like repairing as all my friends got shot. I wasn't though because I'm this awesome. Yeah, I could fly and defeat more robots by
Also,
myself.
your dad killed like 20 kids.
He's a child murderer.
This is the weapon of your father. It murdered 30 children. Use it wisely.
What? I don't want this.
We can't defeat Anakin.
It called the Ray because its closest bond was with Anakin. Or it could be with Obi-Wan Kenobi, who had it for like 50 years.
Maybe.
Or, you know,
maybe,
all
but
those
we're
dead
not sure.
children's souls.
I was
trying
just
to
looking for a
reach out.
Jedi. Hey, Jedi at that point.
Do you think Rey saw all the children being murdered one by one?
I hope. I hope.
Well, I did freak her the fuck out.
I hope she does, and that's what drives her insane. Like by episode 9.
She's not hooking up with him.
I don't want her to. I want her to murder everybody. At the end of episode 9, everyone is dead except for Rey, and she's standing in like the fiery rubble of the Millennium Falcon, laughing to herself.
It would be a
But
pretty
then
cool
she has
end.
to die.
for-
Nope.
There can't be any more Jedi after her.
Episode 10, killing Rey.
I want Finn to shoot you.
Episode 10, death of Rey.
I want Finn to do anything interesting.
Alright, I got one. I know how you can fix episode 2.
How?
Have the bad guys have the clone army.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. It's like, oh my god.
Episode 2 is like a whole nother layer.
Oh my god, it's clones versus droids. Yay.
The biggest
Why are
problem
the good guys using clones?
Alright,
like,
alright.
we don't have an army. We have a galaxy. It's like, hey, you want to save your planet
I
from being
know.
destroyed by
That's-
evil robots?
That's really bad. I agree.
Yep.
But like the biggest problem,
We gotta clone Boba Fett. I mean, Jango Fett.
Alright, guys.
So you
The
want to know
biggest
something?
problem with the prequels.
So, sorry, but
Hold on.
okay. I actually don't dislike 2 as much as I do 3.
Yeah, 3 is even worse than 2.
So that's just me.
I think
like
the
the
biggest
You can't agree with me on that.
The biggest problem with all the
Okay.
prequels has to be that they're not PG-13 at least.
Oh, yeah, we talked about
Yeah.
that.
Like,
Are they?
or like
feel
even
like
No, they're PG.
they're all PG
Yeah.
Yeah.
except for the third one. The third one's PG-13. They made a big deal about it, but it still doesn't feel like PG-13.
No.
Yeah.
If they had made PG-13, you see a guy get his arms and legs chopped off and set on fucking fire.
No, they need to make it
And children
PG-13
killing.
because the guy murdered children.
And children killing.
Yeah.
Why did he have to murder children?
To make
That's
sure.
Darth Vader's an evil bastard who have done
Yeah,
that.
they make him
guess.
evil. They had to make him evil. Like,
Had to make sure.
Darth
that
Vader's accidentally committed
Like,
genocide on entire planets.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that's like step one to being like an evil overlord. Is
I mean,
murder an orphanage. Like,
It's
I mean,
like
never played
if they weren't orphans before, they were orphans.
it's like the
all
start of a
Jedi,
supervillain.
all Jedi kids apparently are just given to like the
Yeah.
Order. So yeah, they're all orphans.
So it's basically like the start of a supervillain. It's like you got to go to the local park and take the little kid in the stroller's lollipop.
yeah, that's step
it's
one.
basically like
murder
And
him with-
step
and then
two
murder
is
him
go
with
to the
it.
You
orphanage.
choke the child to death with the you
No,
shove
no,
the
no, no,
lollipop
no,
down
no,
the
no.
throat.
That's
No,
step 2
one,
then.
Yeah, you gotta ease into it a little bit.
No, the skin's still soft
And
enough.
it-
You eat the lollipop, then stick the stick through the neck.
Oh, through the soft spot at the top of the head.
Absolutely.
You make them live their life as a vegetable, and you take them with you as you commit your crime.
Anakin was in no way a good person before that movie, by the way. So it's not that huge of a drop, really.
He was kind of a dick.
He's also a
and-
bad actor. That was like number 3 on the list of why the fuck those prequels were bad.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
he's great.
I
All
think
the actors were just pretty
That
bad.
kid-
An animated series is bad because there's no fucking way Anakin had a paddle.
yeah, that's the most shoehorn thing. Ashoka though,
They just
but
wanted to make it
Ashoka-
interesting, which I mean I'm okay with, but it's just
If the
It's
show
just
had
like,
been
if you
about
want
the
to make a Star
relationship
Wars-
between Obi-Wan and Anakin, and not about a third different character,
still
Dude.
no Qui-Gon.
Dude, if you want to make a Star Wars series interesting, don't send in fucking prequels.
Yeah, that's true.
if you want to make a series interesting,
Or at
just
least
make
put it far enough ahead that nothing
Well,
will
Rebels.
affect it.
honestly, it's not so much that they're doing it in all prequels.
Wow, way to fucking
Look at this fucking asshole.
I know. This,
Piece
How,
of
when
shit.
have we ever done this show somewhere
Jaws
other than
house.
this place?
The jaw thing totally misread. That was totally on me. But Nick said I was driving, and Nick said like Joessie's or something. So I was like, oh, that says Jesse's because I'm driving.
well, maybe you should not drive and text.
then you called me. You're like, hey, which
I
street
drove
is your
all the way to your house.
which street is your house on? Why is my house important in this situation?
You're the fucking worst, Tanner.
Okay, Dapper and Sly, how you make Star Wars Episode 1 not a shitty movie?
Star Wars Episode 1, not a shitty movie.
How you do it? How you change Star Wars Episode 1 to make it good? Do your own Phantom edit right now.
Oh, I would cut out pod racing. and make it, more about Jedi doing Jedi shit.
That scene was like 45 minutes long.
Or at least make it
this whole
swoop. Or at least make it
series
swoop bike racing. Something we all know already exists in the fucking universe.
Yeah.
Also, that
But
kid
like-
that played Anakin went insane.
Yeah.
Well, he got bullied in school.
He got bullied in school. He was constantly ridiculed by people on the street. He had to go to a mental asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Isn't like his most recent picture a mugshot?
That sucks.
Probably.
Yeah, Jake Lloyd, he had a rough time.
Or a recovery shot. I don't remember.
Child actors all that, bro.
Going out of the horribleness of real life and going back to the horribleness of episode 1. Remember the one guy who had his entire family there and then just goes blap in the fucking tunnel?
Oh, yeah, the guy.
They all died. All the other
Zach
pod
Terrell.
racers died.
No, except the asshole. That fucker gets to live.
Sebulba lives for some
No,
reason.
the guy that's engine stalled, he left.
Marshmallow guy.
Because the marshmallow guy, if you read up the plot,
Yeah.
he's actually a plant there
plants
to
to
curb
lose.
bets. So people will.
So if he wins, he will ruin it. He's paid to lose every time.
Which doesn't make any sense because after like the first 5
People
times,
guess.
no one would bet on him. Well, I guess because they've never seen him race, but it's like buy better parts. And he's like, I can't win, so I can't afford them.
No, he's there for tourists.
That guy, what's his name? I love that guy. I just call him Marshmallow guy.
He's
Yeah,
basically
no, it's-
he's basically a marshmallow.
The other fact that movie told us that in Huttese, the is due. Jabba do Hutt.
All right. We gotta give Tiefling time to speak. Dragon Ball. That's a whole other can of worms, I know, but
By the way, 1 bar.
okay, let's
One bar. We gotta hurry.
do this. So
Go,
what we
go,
got?
go.
Episode 92 was both awesome and fucking shit.
Tell me
Yeah.
why.
Female Super Saiyan, yay. Female Broly, yay. Boo's asleep.
Fuck you.
Why is there a female bro?
Universe 6,
dimension.
don't worry about it.
Also in dimension.
Boo's
Yes.
asleep. Fuck it. I'm super mad. Put him in the time chamber.
Oh, yeah,
Put him in the
anytime-
time chamber. Oh, Vegeta blew it up again.
Again.
Oh yeah, Vegeta.
Yeah, stop blowing up important shit.
Vegeta, man.
Can't you just open the door? Why is he blowing up the time chamber?
Because he's an asshole.
Because
Yeah,
Vegeta's
okay.
the worst character in Dragon Ball Z.
Do you know
and I
why?
will go on record as stating that.
Do you know
No,
why?
alright.
Because
Wait.
Mr. Popo said if you blow up the time chamber again, like close up to the whole Team 4-star Popo is evil shit,
Yeah.
you're banned.
So
So
Vegeta,
what does he do?
He blows it up, and now everyone's banned from using it.
What was that? You gonna say something?
No, I mean like Vegeta is worse than Broly when it comes to blowing up shit.
Vegeta's the worst character.
But he is also my favorite character, so fuck
Yes.
You're what's wrong with the fandom.
you. Oh yeah. I'm okay with that.
Piccolo's best super dad.
Piccolo is the best nanny.
He's best dad.
He's the best dad.
He's the best. He's the best granddad.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Well, you know what? I will say
Alright.
one thing that
Alright,
pissed me
alright.
off was the Frieza thing.
That's what I'll give you. Gohan is Dick Grayson. Piccolo's his Batman.
I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty.
What are you
close
talking about?
character,
Dende's
like,
Batman. Dende's parents are dead.
Everyone's parents are dead.
Yeah, like, let's be honest.
Goku's parents are dead.
Vegeta's parents are dead.
Piccolo's parents are way dead.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Goku and Vegeta's parents are the most dead.
yeah.
Gohan's parents might as well have both died several times at this
Hey,
point.
Chi-Chi cares.
Chi-Chi does care.
Chi-Chi cares.
No, but like, Chi-Chi never died and got brought back yet?
No. Literally everybody died in Boo, but
Yeah,
we don't
exactly.
count that. We don't count that.
Why do we have Boo?
Because then Piccolo died, and so did Gohan. So everyone died at the same time.
Everyone is basically.
Yeah.
And Goten,
Everyone's
and
dead.
Trunks, and everyone
Well,
died.
I did want to say something about
All my friends are dead.
I wanted to ask you about
Mr. Satan's never died. He's never
Hercules
died.
never died.
He went against Cell. He went against Majin Buu. He went against Evil Boo. He went against Kid Buu.
Wait.
No, wait.
How
He
has
got
he died?
shot. He almost died.
He didn't. The only
Dumb
character,
luck.
the only character in Dragon Ball Z to never die is Mr. Satan.
His power is
Didn't
dumb
have
fucking
Gohan.
luck.
No, because Goku chose to save him
took him to
instead
the
of Gohan and the rest.
Yeah, it's like
Goku's
Oh, yeah.
asshole.
No, Goku was short-sighted and saved everybody that was directly within grabbing
grab
people.
Hercule and the
Yeah.
dog. It was like
Let's be honest. If he did instant transmission, he
Piccolo
could have
was like-
instant transmission
But
into
you just
the
like
explosion.
no, get him.
Basically.
But I do want to ask you guys. One thing that I was complaining about beforehand was, once again, Frieza's coming back. But I learned this time they want to recruit Frieza to join them to work on their team since Boo's asleep.
Yes.
Stupid.
Did you not know
hey,
that?
Guess what, Joe? Guess what? It's fucking retarded. Next topic.
Yeah,
Hey.
I really wanted to see Boo fucking do something.
You mean like he did in the episode where he did something and they were hyping people up because he was going to do something for a tournament and then copped out?
Instead of pulling
dude.
the exact
Guys,
same cop out.
What they're going to do, though, is what they do with Goku every time. They're going to have him sleep for 20 episodes, and then he's going to come out with some weird rule.
Here's the difference.
Exactly.
Here's the difference between what was going on. In the anime, he slept before the Universe 6-7 tournament, and
fell
everyone
asleep during the test.
fell asleep during the test. Boo sleeps, and now he's sleeping again. But in the manga, which currently hasn't gotten up to the Universal Tournament, Boo was too stupid to pass the test, because if Goku could barely pass the test, how the fuck does Majin Buu know what a pencil is?
That's a legitimate
Yeah, that's real, I guess.
Boo's going to eat the test.
Yeah, Boo couldn't pass the test, because Boo doesn't understand.
But you know,
And that's
that's turned it into fucking candy.
No, but what's that's believable. That's an actual thing. That's not. It's not Boo fell asleep laughing, joke.
Honestly, that's one thing I've been liking about Super, for as much as people have been giving shit about it not being quite as epic. It's really fleshing out the world with stuff like that. Like, we have to have a test, we have to watch these characters go through fucking bureaucracy. Hey, can Boo pass the test to get in? Oh no, your universe is dead. Like, what? How are we going to make him learn?
Alright, we're running out of time. Bitch about on your...
Wait, are we on red?
I'll plug it in.
Not quite yet.
Since right over there, plug
All
it
right.
in.
Well, I'll tell you what. Just a quick topic since we have a little time. Apparently, Star Trek Discovery. They originally were supposed to release in February. They keep pushing off the date, and it's still going to be on CBS All Access. And there has been the trailers I've seen. I have some genuine interest. I want to like this show, but how do you guys feel about just putting it on All Access? You know, like paying for it again.
You guys put on Hulu or Netflix. Don't expect someone to buy another goddamn streaming service for your goddamn shows that they probably only want to watch one of.
The reason I'm worried
So
about
they're
it,
not putting it on TV?
it's not on regular CBS, and that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, if you want
That's
to
the one thing that everyone... They're just going to pirate all your fucking shows. This is why you get pirated.
And then it's going to
Don't
get
fuss.
killed, and Star Trek Discovery is only going to get one season,
Exactly.
and then we're not going to have more Star Trek shows again for another 10
Well,
years.
if nobody signed it, I mean...
How am I supposed to watch Star Trek with my dad now? Fuck this
You
shit.
got to pay for CBS All Access.
Fuck CBS. Fuck cable. Fuck all
You gotta
this
buy the
bullshit.
seasons. That's what you gotta do. Just buy the whole thing.
Just
Oh, no. What you do is you wait a day after it comes out and you just pirate it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's what I said.
That's not a day, like an hour.
More like 2 hours, so you can get the good rip.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's why I was going to fucking
Takes a little bit of time to upload.
These
Yeah,
assholes
guys.
would make money if they put it on TV or Hulu and Netflix. These assholes are like, no, man, people are totally going to buy this. Like, they're Star Trek fans.
No,
They
but
will. They will, though. That's the
Do
thing.
you know what other Star Trek is available?
The last
Hulu and Netflix.
The last Star Trek show was fucking Enterprise. I'm not 100%
alright,
sure
fair.
that that's going to fucking
That's
happen.
fair. Alright.
But, you know, I want Star Trek to excel by being on TV again, and I just think that this is a really risky move for them to just do that. Maybe could they at least put the first episode on CBS so everyone has a better chance to watch it, or put it on their site, you know?
Or just so that way they can be like, hey, this is good, watch it. Hey,
Now-
pay us to...
You know, maybe. I don't know, something.
I don't know.
But, like, I literally am going to have to pay.
no faith
It's
in it.
fucking Star Trek. People will at least watch the first fucking episode, and hardcore fans will tune in to it for at least a season. But if you do it like this, hardcore fans are going to pirate the fucking thing.
Yeah, because they want to see it, but maybe they can't afford it because they've got other things to do.
Maybe they can't afford it because
they're Star
kind
Trek
of-
fans and Disney
Paying for
buying
Netflix
memorabilia.
and Hulu.
And they're they are
cosplay.
paying for
Cosplay.
Netflix and
and
Hulu.
cosplaying and all of your other Star Trek memorabilia, all of your other things, more Star Trek.
And the last 3 shows sucked. Voyager wasn't that good. The last 2 shows sucked.
Yes,
Voyager
that's
wasn't that
pretty
good. Enterprise is a piece of shit.
No one likes to talk about Enterprise, including the people that worked on and were in
That's-
this
make-
Enterprise.
It's a long, bro.
That's true. Like, I remember, like, Shadow.
That was Next Generation.
That's Generation. That was fine.
But
That was
that's
great.
like one of the good
That's my
ones.
favorite.
But
That was the last one I watched.
that's okay.
Watch Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space Nine.
You'll love the Quark.
Deep Space Nine is my favorite.
DS9 was good. But yeah, it's funny. I remember Shatner doing an interview with all the captains, and he went to see Scott Bakula,
Yeah.
who played Archer on
Scott
Enterprise.
Bakula was like,
And he was
well,
he was like, we really tried to capture the original Spirit series, and we really didn't do that. Like, he's embarrassed about it. They're all embarrassed.
Because it
I
was
feel sorry
shit.
for him. It's like I feel sorry for him
I
because
don't personally blame him.
I watched Quantum Leap. I know the dude could bring it. He had nothing to bring.
Yeah.
It was just so fucking bad.
Are we on bare bones now?
Not quite.
Is this
I'm
one-
still recording
is the new
though.
one at least not a prequel again?
Yeah, and it takes place.
No, Deep
it
Space
takes
Nine
place-
is like the very beginning, isn't it?
No.
Not the very beginning.
No, Deep Space Nine is the
Star
last.
Trek.
No, I'm sorry.
Star Trek Discovery,
Discovery.
is going to take place 10 years before the original series, so it's
That's
still
what I thought.
it's still a prequel.
Is it 10 years
It's
before the
fucked.
original series in the new universe?
No.
It's
Actually
fucked.
it's not.
It's fucked. You don't even have to watch it. It's fucked. There's no way this is gonna be good.
Come on, Alex. Give
Hey,
it.
hey, prequels
No.
aren't all bad. Just
Name
look at the
4.
Alien series.
Name 4.
Do they have to be shows?
Name 4 prequels.
Batman Year One.
Batman Year One.
That's not a prequel. It's a comic.
Still a
technically
prequel.
it's an origin story. Meets
Fuck you.
Star Wars?
It's gotta be a movie or a TV show.
I'm
Go.
gonna Google
Oh,
this.
Star Wars Rebels.
Star Wars Rebels.
People who like that one.
I fucking love Star Wars
Oh
Rebels.
god.
Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Fuck you. You're wrong.
I love it. Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Like the show, Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star Wars:
That
The Clone
show's
Wars. The
awesome.
show.
Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the 2D animation.
Star Wars: The Clone Wars. The
there you
2D
go.
version.
Okay, guys.
Just use 3 Clone Wars things now.
2 Clone Wars things.
Rebels might have
I googled this because I was
Fuck you.
curious what they'll say. Here, wait. Okay, actually, you know what? Dapper hasn't read much. Okay, I looked up good movie
Okay, I've
prequels.
seen literally. Well, I guess I've seen 2 of these.
Okay, so read them, dude.
Well, we have. What is that? Temple of the Lost Ark.
Indiana Jones and the Temple
Temple
of
of
Doom.
Doom.
Technically,
Alright, it's technically it's very fucking
Fantastic Beasts.
technically.
Godfather Part 2.
Fantastic Beasts.
it's half prequel.
And,
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Fantastic Beasts. And
X-Men First Class.
Alright, alright.
First Class.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Star Trek, technically,
Yeah, yeah.
prequel.
No, it's not. That is a different universe. Reimagining. They had Spock Prime in it. No.
I actually.
I don't know what
agree
that one
with,
is, but that's a bad movie.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
That's a bad.
It's a prequel.
The fuck? That's a prequel.
4.
The good, the bad. What is that
What's that a
movie?
prequel to?
A fistful of dollars.
Oh, okay,
Bullshit.
That's a prequel to a fist.
Monsters University.
No.
That movie was
Yeah.
shit.
That movie
That
was
was-
shit.
That's
Funny. Fuck
Good
you.
Bad Ugly is a prequel. And insane.
Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me is not a good movie.
I've never seen anything Twin Peaks.
You should watch Twin Peaks.
Red
the series.
Dragon. Yes, from Silence of the Lambs is pretty decent movie.
Oh man, I bet Puss in Boots was good.
Yo, the Puss in Boots series
on Netflix?
Puss in Boots on Netflix. That's some. That's some skeets.
Red Dragon. No. Red Dragon is just a remake of Manhunter. That doesn't count. Manhunter came out before Silence of the Lambs.
It's technically a prequel.
Then Manhunter.
All right, well, we got.
No, I know.
Well, a lot of these are the interesting ones that are stepping into weird territory. We got Rise of Planet of the Apes.
Alright.
That's another universe.
That's
That's a prequel. That
No,
is a
it's
direct
not.
prequel.
Motherfucker, I watched all the original Planet of the Apes movies. They showed what happened before the fall. That's another universe.
What?
You go fuck
New
yourself.
Planet of the Apes movie coming out.
Captain America, the
Yeah.
First Avenger.
Yep.
Technically a prequel.
That's a prequel.
Very technically.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're
You know,
at 4.
but to be
That's
fair,
four.
We're
to be
at
fair,
4.
No, it's not, because it's not a prequel to Iron Man. It just takes place in the same universe, following a different character.
But no, but
that's like saying Batman's a prequel to like a Legion.
It takes
a
place in the
Legion
same
superhero movie.
universe following a different
Troll.
character.
You're right.
Episode 1, much.
Mark Banger's in that fucking movie. You go fuck yourself. And Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Well, basically, the point is there are some good prequels
down
out
to
there.
4.
There are some very good prequels out there, but they are few and far between. So,
Alright, name 4 shows that aren't Star Wars related.
Oh, real quick, Alex. Run over Jar Jar Binks with the tank.
that first scene where he said
The deleted scene. I feel so sorry for the people making episode 1 because they all knew how fucking horrible that would be. It's like, look, we made a way for it to get him out of the fucking movie. It's like, no, kids are gonna love this. And they're all like,
They
no.
actually make a way to get Jar Jar.
Yeah, they literally
They made
recorded him
a
being run
scene
over the
where he
tank.
gets run over by a fucking tank.
actually, even before that, I remember seeing this. I couldn't believe it was real.
Or he was drowning in the river,
It's
right?
like the first 20 minutes of the movie. After they see him, they're at the city, and right when they're pulling up to the harbor,
Yeah.
he gets caught up in a waterfall, and they're trying to save him. Like,
They
no!
made the people
Yeah.
working on the movie made 2 fucking scenes of Jar Jar Binks guy trying to convince fucking George Lucas.
But remember,
to take him
but
out.
George Lucas is like,
Doesn't he climb some weird monster?
he's the key to all of this.
Fucking explosives. And that whole thing just falls apart.
No, like I said,
Yeah,
he's the Sith Lord. Like,
Fuck off.
no, he
no, you guys will never hear me.
I would watch the shit out of the next Star Wars
That's what I'm
movie.
saying. Like,
Yo, if Snoke is Jar Jar Binks, I'll stab both of you in the trachea.
won't, bitch.
I just want to be that fucking huge.
Bet.
Gimli, I gotta ask you, man.
Bet.
Just before we finish up,
Alright.
if
I'll put the headphones to his phone.
if Jar Jar was in fact Snoke, how would you make
I have
him
them in
feel?
my house.
I feel like I would.
to answer that if you're
Real headphones.
Honestly, I feel like I would have to eat my hat or my shoe or something.
Bet.
Yeah, I
Gotta get a
Or I'd have to like drink a pint of like Dos Equis or something.
Yeah, you'd have to get drunk after that one.
Oh yeah, I'd have to get wasted.
All right.
Really bad alcohol.
Well, I know that your hands get tired. Any final thoughts?
If Jar Jar brings us Snoke, I'll finish all these cherries in one night.
Oh, you'll just die.
All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. This needs to be refrigerated. Something fierce. Something fierce.
Let's see a little.
Let's
Let's
wrap
see
it
a little
up.
salsa water go with them.
Everybody say goodbye to Dapper. Since you joined us late,
Finally.
say goodbye first.
Late motherfucker.
Bye.
Showing up at 2 wrong locations. Tiefling, say goodbye. Say goodbye. Good night.
Yeah, see ya.
Base, say goodbye.
Go see Kingsman in the Secret Service.
Yep.
The second one.
You should see it, man.
And
Say
play
goodbye.
Magic.
About Cars 3 and Despicable
guys.
Me 12.
Goodbye, everybody. Say goodbye.
Yo,
Minions?
yo.
Minions.
Boss Baby 2.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah.
What?
Buy Destiny 2 for PC.
Buy it for PS4. Fuck that guy.
PC Master Race.
Fuck that guy. They're brothers. Fuck them both.
Leave him alone.
Bye, guys.
He's an idiot. Just let him live.
You gonna sign off?
Stay magical, everybody.